show you some new phenomena that he already got for us. Please.
Last year, it was the previous conference in June 2011, and explained that we are a group.
Sound. No sound.
A group, yes. It's good. Sorry. Okay, we are a group of interdisciplinary group with different competence. And we have an agreement with the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun Foundation, and we are studying the electromagnetic phenomenon and vibration in the Bosnian pyramids. Now, we have divided our report in two parts. First part about mechanic vibration by me, ultrasounds, and the other part regards electromagnetic phenomena by my colleague, Dr. Mizdrak. Here we are. The study of mechanical vibration of the air within archaeological sites is a new science with the name of archaeological acoustic, and more shorter, archeo-acoustic, combination archeo-acoustic. Archeo-acoustic covers the spectrum of acoustic phenomena from resonance to echo in answer sites, from particular available natural noises by nature to ultrasound produced by structure. Our research by our group research, BiH group, was also on other ancient sites throughout the world, for example in the south of England or in Tuscany in Italy. When we speak about archeo-acoustic, we speak about a lot of different audio phenomena, which could strike ancient people and encourage them to build a temple in that particular location instead of another. This is the thesis of our group of research. For example, this is the ancient site of Rorite stones in south of England. You can see the circle of megaliths. This ancient site is in Oxfordshire, in the south of England. This is my equipment, the recorder with the microphone in the soil for recording vibration from the earth. Beside the Rorite stones, a megalithic site in Oxfordshire, it's possible to record ultrasounds like a rhythmic pulsation at sunrise from megalithic stones. The name is the Kingman Stone Circle because the Rorite stones are a lot of megaliths, together with a strange vibration on bigger stones. So, if you touch when the sun rises, you can feel a vibration from the megaliths. The phenomenon was first discovered by an English researcher, Don Robbins, who wrote a book, Circle of Silence, in 1979. But in that time, his equipment was very primitive for this type of research. Now we have a lot of good recorders, digital recorders, which can record also ultrasounds. And in that period, in 1979, Don Robbins used only a compounder who compress the mechanical vibration of the air in audible sounds. Also, our group used the same equipment at the beginning. You can feel very well the vibration touching with the hand the megalith at sunrise, but not in every season. The question, is this phenomenon caused by stones or by the location where megaliths are located? And do megaliths serve only to be transducers? Are only transducers the megaliths? The same problem exists in Ravne tunnels in Visoko with its megaliths. Are the megaliths the source of vibration? I think no. I think that the vibration is below the soil and the megaliths are the transducers. Our hypothesis is that the ancient people declared sacred a place because they felt some good sensation connected with that location. For example, in Italy, on the Mount Amiata, there is a chapel of 12th century, Santa Maria dell'Ermita, built over a Roman temple, built over an ancient Etruscan temple. This location is considered sacred by local people from the Neolithic age. We analyzed the acoustic situation just last month. This is the chapel in the base of Mount Amiata in Italy. This is the equipment for taking audible sounds, not ultrasounds like in Ravne tunnel. We are searching immediately because the advantage is to use the computer immediately and discover immediately if there is a vibration or not. We discovered, for example, interesting vibration near the ancient Hermitage of Santa Maria dell'Ermita, which sometimes appear during the night in the audible band around 10 kHz. Its origin is not clear yet, but it is likely that the presence of noise is due to some natural vent or an echo nearby, because Mount Amiata is a dormant volcano. This is the graphic. You can see that there are two peaks, little peaks here, around 3 kHz, and another big peak around 10 kHz during the night. This is the same graphic during the day. This vibration is only during the night and not in all the night. For example, in other nights, you can find what? What's happened? You can find just a little peaks, but near the original position. It's not by the equipment. We tried a lot before having these conclusions. So this noise is a strong sound around 10 kHz and a weaker around 2950 Hz. It is also clear audible, similar to wind noise. but recorded in absence of wind. It's impossible to record, to use the recorder if there is wind. It's not possible. It's not possible. We can work only in absence of wind. How important was this phenomenon considered by ancient people? Was this phenomenon considered by the ancient people like voice of the god or the voice of some spirits? For this reason, probably the ancient Etruscan temple was built. So the Roman temple built after the chapel. The thesis is that in some places there is something of particular which makes the place like sacred for the people. It's natural, not natural, I cannot say. For example, this is the equipment on Mount Amiata in the air. In the Ravne tunnels, we used hydrophone, which is a microphone you can put in the water. It's a microphone used by researcher of the sea to record the sing of the wheels. So we are speaking about archeo-acoustic. Another interesting phenomenon is the effect of resonance. It's possible to find it in ancient megalithic temples in the UK, at Wayland Smithy and other in Ireland. We find it also in some original parts, for example, in Ravne tunnels. The same effect in Ravne tunnels than in Wayland Smithy in UK. The study in South England and Ireland was taken forward by Pearl for the first, an interdisciplinary group of researchers from America, like SPAG group, and because SPAG group, our group of research, is an interdisciplinary group. The pair was from Princeton University in 1990. The acoustic, The acoustic measurement in the 6 Neolithic sites by Pearl showed that all this structure showed a strong resonance at the frequency between 95 and 120 Hz, with a wavelength of about 3 meters. This is, for example, Wayland Smithy. We studied as SB research group in this place, the resonance. Before speaking about the resonance in Ravne tunnels, we have to understand what is resonance. What is the phenomenon of resonance? What is a resonance phenomenon? We can say that the resonance is a phenomenon in which an object absorbs energy, transform it, and make it again in another form, but more efficient. The first source can be, for example, electromagnetic waves, for example. The resonance, for example, in Wayland Smithy's ancient site, is possible to use only the voice. The resonance can be found at any level of the cosmos, where we find any form of energy, the movement of the spiral of our galaxy, to the oscillation of the electron in a semiconductor. An example, we have to imagine a ball. Let's imagine a simple ball that floats in a sea of energy surrounded by heterogeneous waves. If the waves are longer, more long than the diameter of the ball, this ball begins to go up and down on the wave. But if the waves are much longer, yes, the ball will roll over, up and down, like a boat on the ocean, on the wave. But if the wavelengths are smaller, you see it's smaller, this wave of energy don't move the ball, but on the contrary will excite or will be reflected from this surface. Okay, if you have a long wave, the ball goes up and down. If we have short wave, the energy goes over the ball or is reflected by the ball. But what happens when the wave is the same of the diameter of this ball? But if the wave height and the diameter of the ball are on the same amplitude, the wave crosses the surface of the ball. But when it's reached the opposite side of the ball, it's reflected back, instead of recurring even the side. So this energy remains inside the ball, because when the wave reaches the other side of the ball, is reflected back again. This is the resonance phenomenon. When the wave returns back, when the wave returns back and collides with the first side initially crossed, and from what is reflected. At this point, the wave continues to go up and down inside of the ball to infinity. Continues to move inside the ball. The wave energy remains trapped in this ball. So, if another wave homogeneous enters in the ball, the energy of that well will be again completely absorbed. When the wave has the same diameter of the ball, it remains inside the ball and cannot exit. We can say that the waves and the ball will be in resonance, and no portion of energy will be wasted or lost outside the ball. All the energy remains in the ball. This is the phenomenon of resonance. An example of resonance phenomenon. When the wavelength of energy is equal to the size of the object, this absorbs the energy and then the object regives it in another form. Then, for example, the megalith. The energy and object may be coupled in terms of both time and synchronicity, just as can be coupled in terms of space, wave life or size. When the energy and object are coupled in terms of time, we can say that they have frequency matching on resonance frequency. Everything in this world has a resonant frequency. Me, you, everything, every object in this world. This is Wayland's meeting in England. There is a camera of resonance, the room of resonance. Excuse me, not the camera, the room of resonance on the south of this big structure, directed to the north. This is the same equipment used also in Ravne tunnels. In Wayland's meeting site, we confirmed the presence of phenomenon of resonance with a particular characteristic found before by Payer of Princeton University. The aspect of the chamber is cruciform. The room on the west has a cubic shape with a resonance at 102 Hz. The room on the east, with a rectangular shape, has a resonance frequency of 117 Hz. But the acoustic source must be in the center of the central camera to get resonance in the maximum stereo effect. So the source, the person who prays or is singing, have to be in the center of this cruciform shape. So he received the resonance from the two cameras on the sides. We studied with this equipment the same as I told it that we used also in Ravne tunnels. We tried also with percussion instruments, but the best effect is with the human voice, especially with the male voice with the low continuous frequency. For instance, the typical yes. So we can say that this effect was built by the builders of this structure. Is not the case. This resonance effect is a strong action on mind waves, making easier a passage to mystic exaltation or deep meditation for everybody, as found by American researcher or peer group. So, when a person prays or sings in that place, he or she has a resonance who hit his or her mind, putting him or her in a condition of exaltation. And we found a lot of people living around this place who is using also nowadays this structure for this reason, for praying, to have a contact with God. You see, for example, this instrument, percussive instrument. This is the central camera, the right side camera. What about resonance in Ravne tunnels in Bosnia-Herzegovina? We tried the same experience in Ravne tunnels. The part of them remaining more original because a lot of parts of Ravne tunnels are no more original as built by builders of Ravne tunnels. Our experiment was carried out in January 2012. The experiment was performed to find out the level of voice frequency producing a sound response in the wall structure. We collaborated with the professional harmonic singers who tried to create resonance within the tunnel. This is the map of the tunnel. We put the voice in this point at the beginning of the new section. The new section discovered in 2010. This initiative was directed by our Finnish sound engineer of BiH, Heikki Savolainen, who masterfully recorded voices, sound and noises. The voice of the singer were treated by using professional equipment with sample rates up to 95,000 response until 48,000 of hertz of acoustic band. This is the singer in front of the entrance of the new section of Ravne tunnels. The method of the recording was mainly based on the air recording of the voice of the singers by means of stereo microphone Sennheiser MKH803. It's a very expensive microphone. It's a professional microphone. At the same time, the response of the tunnel's resonance was assayed with sensitive microphone, hydrophones. Hydrophones are the microphone you can put inside the water, into the water, by aquarium, American aquarium. Placed in the water on the bottom of the tunnel and connected to another recorder, Marantz is a recorder. And the sound engineer put together these
sound. Okay.
This is the A microphone, sennheiser. This is the hydrophone for the water, and this is the Marantz recorder, digital recorder. It is a moment of experiment. We found interesting resonance in Ravne tunnels in the new section at 74 Hz with a low persistence. The harmonic singing shook the tunnel for several seconds after the end of the sound. Its erection of approximately 20 seconds. After the singer stopped, the resonance continued until 20 seconds. This action had a strong effect on sensitivity or usage, putting them in more receiving mood. And yes, a lot of people who come into the Ravne tunnel can have the same effect. For noises by workers or by music, you can try. There is not only the voice. Go forward, because I want to hear the effect of resonance. You can see this is the new section. Open the end. Now, it's better you exit from the program and take the video directly.
Which one?
Experience. Video clip.
This one?
Yes, between this. This. No, this. Video clip. Yes, you can hear the singer singing a song in normal voice in her mic. So she is singing in her mic. But it's possible to see the video. Try the other video. I put the two video. Exit. No, the other clip. Okay. Maybe it's possible. Please enlarge the screen. This is the map. This is the position, the entrance of the new section. This is the new section. This dog is not in the video. 2010. It's possible to switch off less water inside. Lights, please. You're working. Record. This is the bass sound. The sound engineer taking some line. He's trying to control the effect of the voice of the singer in the Ravne tunnels. Singing normally, you don't have the effect of resonance. Very beautiful voice by the singer. An Italian singer. You can see the equipment, one equipment with the microphone, the water, of the tunnels, because the water is like a big parabola for the microphones, for the hydrophone. And you can feel, you can hear the resonance for a long part of the tunnel until the water is. But for starting with resonance, it's important to use the harmonic song. This is harmonic singing. Please put bass up, low frequency up. This is the resonance. You heard this low frequency from the Ravne tunnels. It's very particular, this harmonic singing. This is the resonance, this low frequency that continues in for 20 seconds after the singer stops. Okay, Eddie, you can go to the program on the PowerPoint. Sufficient. It's very amazing, this, but you can hear this only by microphones. You can feel it only by headphone. So you can feel only the effect of resonance on your bodies. Okay, light please, switch on, yes? We found we also find other strange acoustic in the Ravne tunnels. During an experiment on the top of the pyramid of the sun in April 2012, we recorded strange noises in the band of ultrasounds in Ravne tunnels. We almost finished analysis on the record taken that moment. We recorded 4. It's not true. Not for 48 hours, but for 39 hours. And my colleague Slobodan will explain why. During the night of 20 April, we recorded a sound around 10 p.m., similar to a clockwork moving. The ultrasound was not present in previous times. The frequency was over 42 kilohertz with 31 dB of amplitude. No factory working around, no radio waves inside the tunnel came into microphone. We are 70 feet below surface. No people inside the tunnels because it was recorded during the night. The door of the tunnel was closed in the night. This is the aspect of the graphic, and you can see the peak, the large peak, over 42 kilohertz. We recorded in the Ravne tunnel in that night. And this is the... No, it's not possible. I didn't... Please. Okay. Good. This is the sound during night without people. This noise is ultrasounds, and we translated this sound 5 octaves down into audible band by a computer. Very strange noise. It's like a mechanism. The microphone were inside water 15 meters away, so it's not possible a noise by same equipment. The noise was not always present. Not light switched on near the microphone, for example, like this. Inexplicable sound. Now we can say inexplicable sound, connected with the electromagnetic phenomenon in the tunnels. We cannot say what is this. Last year, in 2011, we used recording system is capable of recording audio waves up to 50 kilohertz. Record the sound file with the 96 kilohertz of sampling rate. We analyzed with this program, professional program. It's possible to find a basic sound in the tunnel without explanation. If we take this 3 octaves below by computer, we can hear like a wind, but it's not a wind. This is the microphone in the air. We find also 3 peaks of constant ultrasound in the tunnel. These peaks are not natural sound, because natural sound is typically unstable, but these peaks are stable, making them as audible sound we can hear like a sound of wind. This is the 3 peaks. 3 peaks. But there is a peak in the center which goes up and down, perfectly in a precise period. Probably is the origin of that sound, mechanic sound. Something is working near the tunnels. It's possible. This is the basic sound of the Ravne tunnels. When you put ultrasounds 3 octaves down into audible band by computer. Basic sound. Now, I want to speak about the beam of ultrasounds from the top of the pyramid of the sun. It's my argument, and Slobodan, Mizdrak, will speak about the electromagnetic phenomena from the top of the pyramid. I speak about mechanic vibration. We began to study the voice of the pyramid of the sun 2 years ago. The first researchers to discover this phenomenon was Slobodan in April 2010. The first time we used a compounder like the English researcher in the south of England in 70 years. A compounder to record the sound. So we recorded the ultrasound just compressed. This is a microphone. Oh wait, this is the sound engineer. Hey. Subline on the microphone, the very sensible microphone on the top. We are on the top of Tumulus of Ravne, but the equipment is the same. A compounder is an instrument that processes dynamic sound operating primarily on the level and amplitude of sound. This instrument compresses ultrasound into audible sound you can hear ultrasounds like a normal audible sound because the compounder transforms ultrasounds into audible sounds immediately. So if there is an ultrasound near me, I can hear immediately by compounder in my ear. This is the equipment, the instrument, the parabola with the microphone, the headphone. This is the scheme. We use a rigid protocol recording with different operators in different moments for 4 months, from January to April, with the compounder. After, by digital recorders, which can record also ultrasounds. With the compounder, we confirmed at the beginning of 2011, the presence of a beam of ultrasound from the top of the pyramid. The diameter of the beam varies between 5-6 meters to 15-20 meters from a season to another season. The beam can move in different moments, but not very far away. It's sensitive to the weather. This is the equipment, the instrument, the parabola, the microphone, the headphone, with my assistant during the winter. It was very hard with the snow. It was very hard in February last year. Oh no. Okay. With the compounder, it's impossible to investigate the dim by graphic method. It's not possible because the sound is distorted by the compounder. It's very useful to listen immediately the ultrasounds, but not for an analysis. During 2011, we tested other methods of recording until we arrived at the present method of survey. We record ultrasound directly using high-end recorders with highly sensitive waterproof microphone, the hydrophone. This is, for example, one of our recorders, and this is the famous microphone by Sennheiser, very sensible. From 20 to 50 kilohertz, 20 hertz to 50 kilohertz of response. With the hydrophone, we inserted the microphones inside the snow, so we have not the possibility of noises by the air, for example, airplanes or dogs barking. We use two recorders to avoid problems by instruments. It's possible to analyze the sound, ultrasound and audible sound, visually by computer, just immediately. It's possible to translate ultrasounds into an audible band without distortion or artificial introduction of other effects by instruments like with the compounder. You can see the various positions on the top of the pyramid we studied. This is the two recorders, one with the microphone in the snow, the other in the air. We find 5 peaks perfectly spaced over 9,333 Hz each other. So, there are more frequency around the principle of 20 kHz. The beam is constant at every moment. The voice of the pyramid is really present. This beam has mechanical vibration, but also radio waves emission. Contemporary. The beam is mechanical vibration and electromagnetic waves, radio waves. This is the voice, like original, without treatment. This is the voice of the pyramid. If you have a headphone hi-fi, it's possible to have something like modulation. But by our sound engineer, with a particular algorithm, he exerted this modulation, obtaining this effect. This is the voice of the pyramid of the sun. Exactly. You can listen perfectly the modulation of the beam. But these beams are not constant. Sometimes the modulation can change. This is aspect of 5 peaks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the response of the hydrophone that go down at the end of the band. But this peak is very similar to the other. There are the same space between one peak and another peak. There are some criticism by skeptic people. The sound is totally natural for the area. But we searched a lot on the hills around the Pyramid of the Sound. Nothing similar can be found near the hills or in other sites. This is the answer. For example, this is the aspect you can find on a hill near Pyramid of the Sun. It's totally different. And the aspect is natural. You can see the peaks are not with the same distance between one and another. The other criticism by skeptic people is the shape of the pyramid produces the emission of ultrasounds. The shape. The characteristic shape, like a pyramid, produces this sound. But there is nothing similar in other places. For example, we examined this mountain in Italy with the shape dark, with the shape like a pyramid, and another one in Italy on the Dolomiti Mountains, like the shape similar to the pyramid of the sun. You can see also a plateau here. We find nothing similar than the pyramid of the sun. This is the graphic of this last mountain. Okay, I have finished.
Excellent. Thank you, Professor Debertolis. You hear things here you don't hear at any other places.